this week. I don't think that we have been Philadelphia-fying the food enough yet so far this season. The Birds are 0-2. Not a good look. They're playing the Bengals this week. Got a good feeling about it. I don't want to get too excited, but I mean, I think we have a good chance. And what we're going to make this week, we are going to devour the food of our enemy, the Cincinnati Bengals. So in my research, I discovered a chain of like fast food restaurants that originated in Cincinnati, and they make a grilled cheese on a glazed donut.
Whoa.
Sounds weird, right? So we're going to check it out. And in order to make this as Philly as possible, we're going to put Scrapple on our grilled cheese sandwiches.
Look out.
Am I right?
Here we go.
Chef Amy, what is Scrapple? Scrapple is a mixture of pork liver, pork hearts, and cornmeal and spices, and they grind it up in the culinary term for such a concoction is force meat. Yes. So this is Scrapple, my friends, and I'm going to prepare it the way my grandfather did, Joe Owens. We are going to dredge it in a mixture of flour and salt and pepper, and then we're going to fry it in some oil. So I'm just going to cut. We're going to make 3. I cut up a bunch of donuts, but we're not going to need more than that for just us. So, so I'm just going to slice this down. So you're going to see it's and I like my slices relatively thin. Some people, when you go to the diner, you get it and it's awful thick. And I'm going to actually not use that end piece. The end pieces get kind of sloppy sometimes. So we're just going to slice down.
And what kind of cheese do you have there, Ian?
Oh, this is mild cheddar cheese because that is, according to the website, what goes on the... And I'm just going to just lightly coat it in flour.
What's in there? It's just flour.
Flour, sea salt, and cracked black pepper.
Right.
And you always want to shake off any excess flour that you might have going on, because you don't want to have it too like clumpy. Right? All right, great. So I've got a nice coating of flour on each piece of Scrapple that I'm going to cook, and we're going to go over to the stove and get them going. Okay, we are at the stove, like we do every week, right? Here we are at the stove. I've preheated my pan. You're going to hear me say this all the time. You want to heat management, right? You want to incorporate some heat management. You've got you want to heat your pan, and then you want to add your oil, and then you want to heat your oil. Then you're going to add whatever it is that you're cooking into your pan. This prevents your food from sticking to the pan, and it's also going to help you get like a really nice like crispy sear on the outside of whatever it is that you're cooking on your stove. So
why such a small pan this week, Ian?
I don't know. This one's cute. I only have 3 pieces of Scrapple that I'm cooking, so
okay.
Hopefully it's not crowding it too much. You don't want to crowd your pan either. So we're just going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in our pan. Now you want to use vegetable oil or canola oil for something that you're going to be frying, because the vegetable oil, canola oil, they have a higher smoke point, and if you use olive oil, you're going to have to cook it at a lower temperature because it'll start to break if it gets too hot. So we want the oil to be nice and hot, and we want to be able to get that nice crunchy sear on the outside of our Scrapple. So while this is heating up, we're going to start talking about our starts for the week. Quarterback, we want to go with Matt Stafford. They're playing Arizona this week, and Kenny Golladay is back. Detroit is going to need to be really aggressive in order to keep up with the Cardinals. So Matt Stafford, throwing the ball a lot. At running back, San Francisco. Let's talk about San Francisco.
It's a mess.
It's a hot mess. The entire offense is hurt. However, we do have some good, I think low-key picks there. Everybody's talking about Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon is great. I don't think he's going to get in the end zone this week. Believe it or not, I'm going to say Jeff Wilson for San Fran this week. Last year he had 30 touches and he had 5 touchdowns.
Boom.
Yeah, that is
So
not too shabby.
he gets 6 carries. He's going to score.
Yeah, I think Jeff Wilson is going to score this week. So start him if you have a running back situation. Wide receiver, I want to go with T.Y. Hilton. The Colts are playing the Jets. So there you go.
Nothing else to say.
That's it. They're playing the Jets. So. All right, I think our oil is hot enough, so I'm going to go ahead and add our Scrapple. Yeah, it's nice and hot. So we're gonna hear a nice little sizzle when we add it.
I'm going to check this out
Yeah,
here.
why don't you come a little closer, sir?
Sir. So formal.
Mister. Yeah, hear that? Yes. All right. 1, 2.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands.
Nice little splatter on the
Yeah.
stove there.
And,
Yeah.
I know. I just cleaned the stove so we can film it, and you guys will think that my kitchen is actually clean. But that's okay. We'll wipe it down again. But sounds delicious.
Sounds like applause.
Yes. So I'm just gonna let this cook, maybe about 3-4 minutes per side. And then we'll take it off, and then we'll start putting together our grilled cheeses, and we will grill them, and it's gonna be fun. All right, Scrapple is cooked. Why don't you come a little closer, my friend, and check it out. So it's nice and golden brown. It's crispy. So we're just gonna take it out of the pan, and we're gonna put it on a paper towel so we can drain off some of the grease. Not all of it, but some of it. Nice and crispy. I think my grandfather would be proud of me doing it like this. With these. All right. I'm gonna turn that guy off. All right, so we're gonna put the sandwiches together.
Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Right here, hi. So I've got our donuts. I'm gonna step over here, get the cheese and the butter. Be right back. Okay.
You got enough butter in that? Or you need more? I'm just
You
checking.
know the right questions to
I'm
ask.
just checking.
This should be plenty of butter. This should be good.
Sure.
I'm hoping. We're just gonna, like I said, we're just
All
gonna
right.
do 3. We'll do something else with the other guys here.
Okay.
All right. So, what I saw was that they wanted you
Hold
to
up.
do.
Let me.
Okay.
So wait, you're putting the cheese on the outside of the donut.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So the way you assemble this, so we're gonna be grilling the cut side.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the side that's gonna get
I didn't.
toasted up.
I had
All
no
right.
idea.
It said 1 piece of cheese per donut, but like if we're putting Scrapple in the middle, I would like it to have a soft little bed of cheese to live in. Am I right?
So you're assembling first
I'm
before you
assembling
start
first, yes.
grilling.
Okay, so
All right.
all right, this is gonna be a mess. Can't wait. All right. So we want like medium-ish heat to start. Get this slightly plate out of the way. All right, so grilled cheese is pretty. Ooh, woo! Standard fare. Yeah, you melt your butter in your pan. You put your sandwich in. You flip it over. Bada boom, bada bing. You got a grilled cheese. So I'm just gonna melt some butter. Recommended a non-stick pan for this, so that's what I'm using. Normally I like to use my cast iron for everything, as we know, but
For grilled cheese, this pan is.
you know what?
Better?
I don't enjoy scraping crispy cheese out of my cast iron pans. It's not a good time. So. That'd be great.
Okay.
So. goodness, I love butter.
I mean, it looks like part of the challenge, though, is the fact since you're, well, I guess you're using the flat side of the donut, so I guess it makes sense. All right, because the round side's on the inside, but it doesn't hold as much of the cheese, so it is going to be a gooey mess. But it'll be a delicious gooey mess, so it's all good.
All right, we're ready to add our sandwiches. These didn't sizzle like I hoped they would. There, let's start. So while we're cooking this side, we can talk about sits. Who we sitting, Pat? We're sitting Jared Goff. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't keep doing what he's doing.
No, the Rams are on their second, opposite coast game in 2 weeks. They're playing Buffalo. So it's just not. I don't have a good feeling about the Rams this week.
Buffalo's good. At home.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. Boom.
And then at running back, we're gonna sit Mike Davis this week. I know that everybody picked him up because McCaffrey's out. I picked him up because McCaffrey's out. I don't have McCaffrey, but I picked up Mike Davis.
Yeah, but Mike Davis is no Christian McCaffrey.
He's no Christian McCaffrey.
All right.
They have a difficult matchup this week against the Chargers. So I don't have a good feeling about Mike Davis and the run game there. And then at tight end, we're gonna sit Gronk. Like, it looks like Tom Brady found some new friends, and it's just not a good thing. It's not.
He should have stuck with the WWE. Yep.
That was awful. That was sad. So looking at this, our cheese is starting to melt on the bottom there.
So how do you know when it's time to flip these? You have to look at them, or?
I would take a peek at them, absolutely. And then, you know what, actually, while this side's going, I'm actually going to smear some butter on these top pieces. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick peek at one of these and see if we're ready to turn it over. There we go.
Okay, come in.
Yeah, come on. Check it out.
Oh, look at that guy.
Oh, that's pretty.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, look at this. Those look awesome.
They look like a good time.
All right.
So we're just going to give them maybe about 2 minutes and we'll plate them up and then we'll be eating them. And just like that, we have grilled cheese on a glazed donut with some Scrapple for a little Philly. So I'm going to ask.
Let's check them out.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's gooey, it's crispy, it's very cheesy. We're
A lot of sugar going on.
a lot of sugar, yes. So we're pretty excited to check these out. Pat, please join me.
All right. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Technical difficulties. And we're back. Okay.
Alright, you ready for this?
Let's do this.
Okay. Weird.
Well done. It is weird, but it is good. And you know what's cool? You get the crunch from the donut, and then you get the crunch from the Scrapple. So
Yeah,
it's like yes.
Right.
Mmm.
Would you pay $2.99 for this at a drive-thru in Cincinnati?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even like the cheese on the edges, the sugar like melted into it.
It's really weird.
Yeah, it's very strange, but it's good.
Alright.
All right, well done again.
Alright. So we're devouring the food of our enemy, the Cincinnati Bagels. Go Birds. We got this. Let's do it.